The Dolphins get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Lewis, first carry for the expatriate. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle that time by William Hayes. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. These two teams, Titans and Dolphins, met last year, Week 5. That was Jay Cutler versus Matt Castle, and it was the Dolphins getting a fourth-quarter touchdown from Jarvis Landry, and they held on to win 16-10 in South Florida. Mariota now from the 50, and that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, 20. Good. Waiting. Hey, watch 85. Play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A 1st down carry for Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Mariota hands to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. William Hayes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And some space here. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Brian Orakpo able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Daquan Jones. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will make it 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away. Walker with a grab, left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he locates Walker, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second down, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. In for the score. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. These Dolphins last year, Charles, 6-10 under second-year coach Adam Gase, a regression from their playoff run in 2016. But this once-proud franchise, they haven't won a playoff game since the 2000 season.
Yeah, think about it this way. 2 years under head coach Adam Gase, a little bit of a yo-yo. Playoffs his first year, not close his second year. They need to get back to competing for a playoff spot this season. How so? More consistent play, less penalties, and getting Ryan Tannehill back for all 16 games at quarterback.
Well, you mentioned penalties. The Dolphins had more penalties. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, they're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On first down, Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Tannehill in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now it's Tannehill. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We got 3. Hey, 20.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete. Stills. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a play fake here on first down. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window goes crooked. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, Drake. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Mariota now on second down. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walker. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. To throw Mariota. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Mariota steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Let's go.
Mariota gives to Henry. Fighting through. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
One.
To throw is Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Deuce.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Tannehill on first down. And he fends him off. Now he's flushed out left. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
We out. Hey, 20.
Off play action, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 30 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it, Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Dancing to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Eluding the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Third and goal, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this part.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The pitch to Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Henry. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. He'll get it up the middle, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
One.
Mariota to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
We out. Right there.
He's back to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to go to the line of scrimmage and get set. And I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. Back to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And down he'll go at the 25. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really last night. I can't imagine.